probably calculating again there. We can see that it's calculating a fairly reasonable rate of frames per second on that T4 card. We can see that it's doing a reasonable job. Get that started straight away, and then I can talk to you about what we've got going here. So what I'm doing here is I'm just laying down a Rotobot node which has got everything apart from cat and background in blue. I've got background in green, and that's kind of like that. And then what I'll do is I'll just do a merge. And I'll make that a multiply. I'll multiply this by that. And I'll let this start calculating. So this is going to take about 5 minutes until we get the first frame, and then the other frames are going to come out a lot quicker than that. So what I've got here, I'll just explain what the environment is. That we've got the Tesla card is calculating on 8 threads, and we're using Natron here. So if I open another shell and then I do we can see Natrons there, and then we've also got Cognat, which has got the file here, which is the plugin, and then it's also got all of the models which are installed, and then we've got some stuff for licensing. But the other thing that I've got here is a license, which I'm not going to reveal. It's called blah.lick, and what we can see is that in here what we've got is we've got the result has come through already, and what I'll do is I'll just get rid of this window and I'll bring up this one, and we can see now that we've got about 4 gig of memory in use. And now if we press play, it'll calculate the remaining frames a lot more quickly because some of the work has been memoized, and so that's about how quickly it can produce a frame where it's isolating the cat from the background, and then it's also detecting some other things there in blue which aren't cat. Okay, so it calculates fairly quickly once it gets going, but you can see that there was a certain amount of spin up time there once it did get going. And what we can see now is that we've got 4 gig of memory in use, and it's running in the cloud quite happily. So I think I'll just leave it at that. I'll just make it full screen, and then I'll probably record this at the front of the video just to show that we are identifying a cat, and it's probably calculating again there. We can see that it's calculating a fairly reasonable rate of frames per second on that T4 card. We can see that it's doing a reasonable job of